What? Hey man, hey man. Ugh. What are you doing?
Oh shit! There we go.
It
Savage
happens.
AF, man. You know what it is. We chopsticking in this piece right here. We try not to cuss in the first 5 minutes because algorithms get messed up. But you know what it is. Savage AF. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. I'm Black Pedro.
Yo, what's going on? This is Shang, and I want to let you know. Thank you for getting down with us and fucking with. Oh, too late, Savage AF for messing around with Savage AF for effing around with Savage AF. All right, it's too late. God damn it. We appreciate you, and make sure that you. But we're gonna roll through this show with the speed, with the quickness of light and sound. What's up, Maya? All right, so check this out. One, we're here 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for you. One, that's one. Two, you see that you need to scroll. The scroll, you see the scroll? I don't mean the scrolls. I mean the scroll down there. Make sure that you, if you get
YouTube.com/C/SavageAF World. That's the YouTube page. If you ever miss us live, that's how we do it.
Yeah. That's
all the episodes are archived there. We're also on Facebook Live as well.
Again, we're on Facebook Live. But when you go to the YouTube, I've told you before, I'll tell you again. I told you before, and I'll tell you again. Subscribe to the channel. And you know what helps the algorithm? Make it funky. Make the algorithm funky. Make the algorithm funky. If you want the algorithm funky, you know what helps? When you put your thumb like this. Pow. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Thumbs up. Give us the. Why did you make that face? Also, check this out. I want to let y'all know something. Okay, there's one other thing that if you do this, you will smell better when you fart. You will smell better.
It's called potpourri.
It is delicious. People won't taste it in their mouth if you follow on the egg. At Black Pedro. Follow at Black Pedro and follow at Comedian Shang on Instagram. Also, well, last but not least, we already told you like and subscribe. We told you that. And if you don't do it, you know it's bullshit. You know it is. Come on, live your life. All right. No. Real quick, two things. Real quick. All right. If you got YouTube, obviously, you got YouTube. You're seeing us now. And you like comedy. You like to laugh. There's a young man that got a special. That's right. SP Eshel.
Yes, sir.
Go to YouTube. Make sure you watch Black and Pedro. Make sure you watch Black and Pedro. Black and Pedro. Black and Pedro. Black and Pedro. All right. Make sure you check it out and do that for me. Also, if you happen to have Tubi, Amazon, Apple TV, Google TV, iTunes, whatever. All right. Make sure you check out Shang and Shangri on all of those platforms so you get the chance. All right.
That's what it is, y'all.
Basic shit. It's basic shit. Okay.
That's what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. Let's get into it. It's gonna be a quick show today. I got to get out of here by 3:30 sharp Pacific Standard Time. So, boom, we got 22 minutes to get this in, y'all.
Hey man, now you know what? I'm with that. Let's see. Let's go.
Let's go. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. It is Thursday, September 15th, 2022, in the time-space continuum. Black Pedro, Comedian Shang here. You know what we do, man. Not much of a run-up today. Just one thing we wanted to talk about. I don't know if you got to see it, if you guys got to see it out there, but I caught Biden gave another one of those epic speeches. Win-win for the Gipper. But sometimes it's starting to feel like all talk. Today, he's basically speaking out against hate, which, on a basic human level, isn't even a really remarkable thing to do. It's like, hate is bad. You're a genius. You know what I mean? Like,
man, I did not see that coming.
woo,
Hey,
this boy is thinking out here.
murder
But
is uncomfortable.
but
Yeah,
we are in a place though in our society where it does help to have the
you
most
have to
powerful
reiterate it.
president.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
to have the most powerful man in America and in the world, saying deliberate things, about the GOP, about the hate that comes out of that party, about the hate that comes from certain media sources and how it gets perpetuated, and all the things that we see that we know are going on. Like, okay, yeah, I got you, Joe. He didn't say anything today that I would disagree with, but at the end of the speech, I'm like, so what? So you think hate is bad?
and and
Hate is bad. Hate can be, he's using all the metaphors, but you can defeat hate. But if you give it any oxygen, then it grows and it begins to. I'm like, listen, it's not a baby dragon, okay? It's a real thing. They're in the police force. This thing about cracking down on hate. I'm like, well, it's you're gonna use the same crackers that's in the police force to look for the crackers that's not in the police force, and that's not how that works. You can't have crackers looking for themselves. They're never gonna find the problem.
right,
So my
right,
big
yeah.
question is just like, what are you going to do, Joseph Robinette
But you know
Biden?
what? It's still good for him to get out there and show himself.
Yeah,
Get out there and with
Ric
the folks.
Flair.
He got to get out there and Ric Flair it. And I do like the fact that he is going heavy into paint after Trump. He has been saying some stuff where he wants to get at Trump. Okay, so I give him props for that. Now the hate
And the,
shit,
and the MAGA movement, he's called it
yeah,
out
and the MAGA
as a
movement
entity from the Republican Party, sort of.
and he has been giving him the business. He has been like making Trump feel uncomfortable.
A little choke out with the tweed blazer on. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but it's just like the speech on police that he did a couple weeks ago, and he wants to fund the police, and that's when I came with the fire and rehire. Like you can't just give these same cracker dudes more money and helicopters and tanks and shit, right? Like you gotta weed all of that out. And I guess with today's speech, with regards to hate, and they pulled out all the stops. They had the mother of the woman who was killed, Heather Heyer. They had her mother. I think her name was Susan Grow.
Right.
But she introduced Biden, and she's the mother of the girl who was killed in Charlottesville when the dude went ape shit with this car.
Well, yeah, murder.
So the symbols were there. The emblems of what they're trying to do is there. It's like, yes, we need to get rid of these hate groups and this hate speech and all of this in America. I mean, he even called out the platforms like we've been doing, right. Especially with these past murders, like and all this stuff. It's like, well, maybe you guys are a little bit more responsible for the content that's on your social media platform. But what I didn't hear from Biden today was a plan, like a thing that,
right. It was
action
like,
that's going to lead to actually getting rid of.
Well, okay. I know. I say, obviously, there's no way to get rid of hate because hate is something that you fester in your heart, like I have for Gerard Carmichael. But I'm kidding. I don't hate him. I just think he's a swarmy bitch, and his swarminess makes me want to take my hand and mush it on his face. But no, I mean, what is the fucking rule for hate, to stop hate? Love? What you supposed to say? Hate, love, hate, love. I mean, what do you do to stop it?
He didn't.
Other than choke Trump out. That's what I think. Yeah.
Well, you might be on the same choke campaign. She says that's all nice and shit, but you cannot change belief systems. Everything must be destroyed and built again. Destroy and build again. I feel you on that, Maya. And I definitely agree with you that you can't change belief systems, but we do need to weed out those who believe in those belief systems.
We know who it is.
To make sure that they don't have access to power anymore, right? Like let them believe it, but on the parent teachers conference, you know what I mean? Maybe on the PTA at most, but not, like we have racists, white supremacists who are in
There's no
law
racist.
enforcement,
What are
government,
you talking about?
judiciary,
There is no racist.
the legislatures. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. So, nah, believe me, Shane, there's some left. We
You
didn't get
think
them all.
so?
Yeah, man.
But maybe
So,
Biden's shooting. He's going at him. Pow.
but I didn't hear like an actionable plan.
I mean, what do you
about-
want this dude to do? He's 958 years old. Pedro, get off my ass! Get off my fucking ass, Pedro!
Hey,
That's
I'm
what
here
he
for
told
you,
me.
Joe. I want to help,
Same.
man. But
Yeah.
you want to, in addition to the renouncing of, or kind of obvious and obligatory renouncements, I'd like to hear a plan about what you're gonna do.
Well, okay, but racism has been around for a long time. We already know that. It's something that white people spelled YT, are not going to do that. The only way we can do it is just, give it, fuck them. I mean,
but I mean, the thing, like, and that's not what I'm not asking for the answer to racism. I'm like, I completely understand I'm not asking to get rid of racists, right? Like, it's something that's just going to happen where people are going to believe these dumb things. But like we need plans to keep them out of power, though, right? Like to keep people like that out of power. Well, that, like, well, I want to hear plans about that. How do you stop them from cheating? How do you stop them from holding positions of power, especially over people that they hate, right? Doesn't seem to make sense or have anything to do with liberty and justice in America.
Well, no, I said I think like the thing that they keep talking about is civil war. And I think that Trump would love that. But Biden's going to have to go at him about that and just say, hey, let's go, bruh. I mean, like, that's the only thing I can see. I mean, we're going to have a civil war. We'll have to, the North's going to have to win or lose, man.
I don't even think it'll be.
I say we fight. No, okay, I'm going. I don't think we should fight. A little bit, but
you better get more than steak knives in.
What? No, man. I think that we got enough people that are ready to throw blows.
Boom.
I think that we got enough people that are better than the racist, and they're gonna take a L.
Unstable records. Well, I mean, no, we know that there's no. We know that there's no. That there's not enough racist people. Like they are a minority. These white supremacists, the true ones, but you got to say the whole adage: a few bad apples can ruin the bunch. So there's enough of them to do damage, and they're I think way more organized.
I say we should start punching them in their fucking face. That'll fuck their head up every time they say some racist like, "Hey, just pop them," and they go, "Oh shit!" Like, I think if there was more, like, we should have a whole bunch of UFC fighters up at the Capitol, and as they were walking up, just fucking arm bar them, beat their ass. Because an ass beating will make you go, you know what? I shouldn't have fucked with that dude. That was the last dude I should have fucked with. That's
Maya Baker says, offer a free trip to the new Earth with a financial enticement.
And if New Earth, well, it'll be
no
POC.
Yeah, and no POC, no people of color. The racists will jump at the chance to have something of their very own.
Hey, they can light their way to Saturn.
You mean
or
Kansas?
Uranus. Yeah, they can light their way to Uranus. Fuck them. The bottom line is, and I know, and Pedro's armed to the teeth. I'm saying I've been shooting with Pedro. Pedro about that life. Pedro will shoot you if he has to. I'm not saying he won't just do it out the blue, like not for fun. Like, oh, you gonna cut in front of me at Starbucks? Well, pat, bitch.
That's my latte. No,
that latte satay, babe. Pop. And no, I don't mean like that. I mean, but the bottom line is, I think we should all, if they got guns, we got guns. Okay. You want to fight? You want to come on? Let's go, baby. That's what I think we need to do. We need to go at them the way they go at us. Okay. Fuckers.
Well, sounds like a good time to
Scarface, man.
It sounds like a good time to restate my responsible gun ownership line because Scarface was not a responsible gun owner. But
come on,
make sure you get yours legally
you
and you train, guys. Get them legally and trained. Well, you want to end the bullshit, and
no, I say
it just seems like you're past the point of conversation with
the only exactly. What are we gonna do? Talk with racists? Like they said on MSNBC, we're gonna meet a bigot halfway. This little. That's what we need to do.
Sometimes when we played GoldenEye, we would put it on knives only. Sometimes that's a scary sound. That knife.
But that's what I think we should do.
AJ Fitz said Biden is soft as baby shit. He's not about that action, man. I mean,
no, Biden been going hard to paint lately.
But a lot of it is words. He got a big win today where they were able to shore up a tentative contract with the railroads, between the unions and the railroads, so that basically everything in America could still keep moving along the supply chain.
Right.
He's energy infrastructure, like he's gotten some big wins. But along the lines of the social justice stuff, again, he always says the right thing, but I don't hear the plan, the action, the specific steps that are going to lead towards, better police forces, less hate speech and hate crimes.
I disagree. Well, no. I think we just,
it's like I want to hear the talk about, cleaning up police departments, city councils, state legislatures, governor's office of racists, right? Like you should be disqualified from office if you're clearly racist, which, I mean, clearly some of these people are, right? Some of them it's not so clear. Maybe they're better at hiding it. But like Bitch McConnell is somebody I think who's better at hiding his racism than like a Ted Cruz or a Ron DeSantis, or you know what I mean? Like, yeah, look, he's lip sealed. He goes back into his shell. He does extremely racist things.
Yeah, and
policy wise, and like we get it, but he's like a little bit more. I mean, we see it, but publicly, you're not going to get Mitch McConnell out here. Like,
maybe he should just make sure that him and his friends, if they don't like it here, just like they told the people, other people of color, leave, find another place to live, you fucks. But they feel like it's theirs. Trump feels like it's his.
Speaking of which, short show today, so not much time, but when you talk about shipping people off, we've heard about what DeSantis did, right? Took 2 private jets, flew 50 Venezuelan immigrants from Florida up to Martha's Vineyard, and now using just body. Like, to me, that's obviously racist, right? Like, that's where it's just like, get these brown people off my lawn. You said you want them, take them. The people don't know where they're going.
That's just a stunt. That's almost some stunt shit. Well,
it's a racist stunt, though.
You know what? But what we're gonna do is fly a whole bunch of gay people and transgender and black folks down there and say, "Hey, we setting them all up," and they all be outside with like tutus on. How about that? Fuck with them the way they fuck with us. I'm sick of the Democrats being bitch asses with they bitch ass.
You can't get into the game of just using pawns. People as pawns, you know what I mean?
They're using pawns.
So I mean, I know that, but that
again,
there's a certain thing you don't do.
No, we need to go. We need to go full choke off. Like, nigga, go to sleep, nigga.
Well, I think
nigga.
I think what was interesting in this case, it was probably best to lean into it because Democrats would have been exposed if the people of Martha's Vineyard sent those immigrants back. Like, no, we don't want them. What did they do? They went into emergency mode. They built 50 beds. They put them in a shelter. They fed them. They're housing them, feeding them, and taking care of them. So they are taking them in. So in that sense, the gimmick and the stunt backfires.
All right, but yeah, it backfired. But
so don't go rounding up gay people and shipping them to Florida. That's stop. First,
listen, Reggie.
I know some people already got up off their couches.
Listen, Reggie. You know you want to go visit Texas. You know the men down there are strong. They're big. They're hairy. Let's go for a visit. You don't have to stay. Just go. But that's what I think. Fuck with them the way they fuck with us. They cheat. We cheat. You go low, we go low. That go high shit didn't work. Michelle Obama was wrong. I'm on this shit. This is where I'm at.
It would feel good to do that. AJ Fitz says, I don't call talk going hard in the paint. I admit I'm with you there on that one. Like it a lot of it sounds good. Like I said, he says the right things, Joseph Robinette does.
Well, talk can work. AJ Fitz, you wrong. Talk can work. What are you talking about? Of course talk can work. You sometimes you guys say crazy shit to people. With racists and hate. Racist, right. This is what we need to do right here.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches.
That's what we need to do.
Well, that's what the Justice Department is doing with the January 6th.
So fuck them.
Cases on all you bitches.
All you bitches. And if you look under the seat, you got a case. You got a case. You got a case. I think we need to really go harder in the paint. We need to be like, yo, fuck you. Sometimes, if anybody can't say that shit, you could have handled your fucking reunion with class and tact, but you know what you handled it with? The 5 fingers of death. You gave the 5 fingers of death instead of being like, "Hey, man."
First of all, it wasn't a reunion.
Not a reunion.
Facts matter, bro.
Okay, what is it? What was it?
I'm gonna just distract from the actual topic. First of all, get your details straight. You got to get your reporting tight. It was not a reunion.
Goddamn it. All right, what was it?
It was after a wedding.
Okay, wow, that makes it worse.
It was after the wedding.
Oh, it was after the wedding. Oh shit, I thought it was not the wedding. You take this man to be your lawfully wedded nigga. And they go, oh shit. Listen, I know what you're saying. It was after a wedding. My bad. But I think that makes it better.
When the Remy's in the system,
can't help it. But I'm saying I understand big talk, but sometimes big talk works.
Nah.
Sometimes when you
Evelyn Gatlin says that seems like human trafficking with him and Abbott. Yeah, I mean that's the the complaint against all of this is that they're literally just using humans as pawns to make a extremely racist
political statement. I understand what you're saying, but again, I really do think that the reason the Democrats are going to lose like expeditiously, they're going to lose. I'm sorry, that was either T.I. or the dude from the what was it? Morgan Freeman.
Joe Clark.
They're going to lose because they're not going hard enough in the paint. They're not calling it out. They should every fucking day play the audio of, if you just get me 1,700 and such votes. They should play that every day at the beginning of shows. They should have that on every commercial. They should go hard to paint to show how corrupt and fucked up they are. And anybody that pulls some racist shit, because the cops are constantly doing that, and the politicians are doing that. Josh Hawley, that's future Aryan Nazi fucking youth.
Yeah.
Call him out. Show this shit. Social media, all you social media bitches, all you social media influencers that got a fucking spine and a moral center, start posting it instead of pictures of you eating a sandwich with your titty out. I'm sick of that. Yeah, women.
All right, man. So as promised at the beginning of the show at the top, this is going to be a short one today. I have a hard 3:30 out. I got to be out, y'all. I'm sorry, man. But did want to hit y'all with a little bit of flavor today, just to let you know. Oh, just to let you also know, tomorrow, I personally will not be here. So if Shang wants to bless y'all with
I won't. I'll be on a plane.
He'll be on a plane. So no Savage AF tomorrow, Friday. So this is your weekend greeting, guys. It's a 3-day weekend for the Savage AF fam. We will be back on Monday, though, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. For sure. Got you on that. Have a great weekend. You know how we say.
Have a great weekend.
Stay black if you are.
Stay black if you are.
Don't be black if you're not.
Right.
Keep your finger out your nose, yo. You know.
Keep your finger out your nose. Check out for the live shows coming up. All right, we're gonna
we'll keep this conversation going tomorrow.
When we come back.
I mean Monday, our next show. Sorry.
All right.
Deuces.
Yeah. Wait.